Lady Panthers. Please join me in a word of prayer for today's contest. Lord, thank you for these amazing young women and the abilities that you've given them to play the game of basketball. God, we pray that you would keep them safe in today's competition, that you would be glorified through their efforts, and that we would turn all praise to you. Thank you for this opportunity for them to compete and grow and display the talents and gifts that you have given them. In your name that we pray. Amen. For Tyler Grace, number 1, R. Grosset. Number 2, Jay Whitson. Number 5, R. Number 10, P. Gilmore. Number 12, C. Fox. Number 14, E. Hood. Number 15, A. Davis. Number 20, M. Loftus. Number 21, E. King. Number 24, A. Morrison. And number 33, and now for your Lady Panthers, senior number 4, Brooke Maggins. Junior number 5, Finley Thomas. Junior number 10, Grace Bagan. Sophomore number 12, Cadence Mabry. And senior number 13, Addison Bennett. Good luck, ladies. Let's play.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Grace Game Day. I'm Preston Proctor, and I am going to be running a little bit of a solo mission for this first girls game. I do have some help on the camera today. I've the young lad, Mr. Truett Hood, and he's going to be helping me out on camera today. And so we're going to have a good time. And as always, go Cougars. Welcome to the district tournament live from Live Oak Classical. And we are just now getting underway. Hyde Park takes possession first. A deep three from the wing is no good. Rebounded by number 4 for Hyde Park, and that is knocked away by Lily Kennedy, scooped back up by Hyde Park. And now we're going to get a whistle, and it's going to be a turnover. Possession is going to go to Grace. Riley Phillips up the floor for the Cougars. Dribbling in the front court. She's going to go to Loftus. Now to King in the corner. Loftus goes back to the top of the key. Now back to Loftus. Back to King in the corner. She'll take the three. And it's off back iron, no good. Nice rebound by Kennedy, but the pass out of the paint was intercepted by Hyde Park. And we've got another turnover. Paige Gilmore goes to the floor to get it. Now Loftus all the way down at the end, and she lays it up and in. So Grace scores first in this game. 2-0 Cougars. Number 5 drives all the way in for a wide open layup, and she ties the game up at 2. As we're about a minute and a half into this game. Phillips swings to Loftus, now to Gilmore in the corner. She takes the three. No good. Eva King is there for the rebound. Has it knocked away momentarily. Now goes to Phillips. Grace works it all the way around. Now Gilmore inside the three-point line. Takes the shot and she scores. Four to 2 Grace. Got to drive all the way to the block. No good. Offensive rebound puts it up. No good. Another offensive board, and they'll go back out top to reset. Straight on three for Hyde Park, and she drills it. Hyde Park has their first lead of the afternoon, 5-4. Gilmore goes back to Phillips. Grace just kind of goes from one side of the perimeter to the other, looking for that open shot, and Gilmore throws it away, trying to go cross court to to King. So now Hyde Park will bring the ball up the floor. Gilmore defending, hands it off, and we're going to get a foul called against Paige Gilmore. So Hyde Park will inbound. Gets it to number 13, just off the logo. That pass is tipped, and Phillips comes away with it. Gilmore got her fingers on it. Now we go back to Gilmore. Gilmore comes across to King. Grace setting up an offense. J.C. Whitson working to get position down low. Gilmore looks to the corner to Loftus. Loftus was moving across the baseline. And so now back to Phillips at the top of the key. Grace. And that's a blocked shot. Number 4 for Hyde Park struggles a little bit getting to her feet. And it is a basket at the other end of the floor. And they've got the scoreboard wrong over there. It is 7-4 Hyde Park. The scoreboard in the stadium says 7-4 Cougars. Gilmore takes a three. Bang! Ties the game up at 7. We're under 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Tied up at 7. Round 2 of the district tournament. Pass goes baseline. Nice pass underneath, but not able to handle it. It goes out of bounds off of Hyde Park's number 12. It's going to be Grace basketball. Eva King. Back to Phillips. Now back to King. Back to Phillips. They go to the corner. The coaches for Hyde Park were screaming as Gilmore was sneaking into the corner wide open. Now Loftus for 3. No good. Rebounded by Hyde Park. All tied up at 7. Pass into the paint. Number 12 dumps it off. We've got a foul underneath the basket. 3:08 remaining in the first. It's going to send number 5 to the free throw line. No good on the free throws, but Hyde Park comes away with the offensive rebound. It's going to be a long 3, and it's good. Phillips brings the ball up the floor. Grace just casually working the ball around. They're not in a hurry, very methodical with their offense right now. That pass is tipped, and it's a turnover. Outlet pass ahead, knocked away. Oh, no, and we're going to get a foul called. So foul called with 2:28 remaining in the quarter. And they're going to inbound the ball to a straight three. No good. The rebound is tipped out. Loftus corrals it. Back to the top of the key to Phillips. Now Loftus with the drive. She puts up or passes it off. Nice pass underneath to J.C. Whitson. And we've got a tie up here. Possession arrow goes to Grace. 2:05 remaining in the first. Inbounded to the top of the key to King. Some contact there. Nice pass to Kennedy. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded Hyde Park. And the Panthers pushing the ball up the floor. That pass is tipped away by Loftus and out of bounds. Inbounded to number 10 for Hyde Park. Goes to the wing to number 5. Dribbles inside the three-point line, then passes it off to number 12. She goes to the corner. Kick back out to number 5. They'll go back to the top of the key and reset. That pass was dangerously close to going out of bounds. And we're going to get a foul called on the floor. 1:30 remaining in the first quarter. Hyde Park leading by 3. Inbounded at number 13. She passes off to a running number 10. Layup is no good, and Loftus comes away with the rebound. And she sends it out of bounds, trying to get it to Phillips on the run and wasn't able to get there. So Grace turns it over. Number 10 dumps off to number 13. Top of the key. Hyde Park not in a hurry right now. Straight on 3, and it's good. There's number 10 for Hyde Park, and it's a 6-point lead for the Panthers. Final minute of the first quarter. Grace looking for a basket here. That pass is tipped underneath the basket. It's going to go out of bounds with 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It'll be Grace basketball inbounding at the baseline. Goes to Loftus, right back to Phillips. Back to Loftus for an open 3. No good. Back iron. Eva King with the rebound. And that pass is tipped away. And we're going to get a double dribble. 16 seconds remaining. Inbound goes to Paige Gilmore. Now to Loftus, back to Gilmore. 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Grace trying to play for the final shot of the period. Around to King. Entry pass intercepted. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Hyde Park 13, Grace 7. We'll be back for the second quarter play right after this.
Need a boost before school? Or a sweet treat to celebrate the big game or a great grade on a test? Brewed fresh, poured bold. Lattes, cold brew, espresso, and more. 2 legendary names, 1 sweet shop. Bluebell plus Tillamook equals scoop and grind magic. More than a shop, it's your local hangout. great coffee, amazing ice cream, even better company. Win or lose, celebrate with a scoop. Game days taste better at Scoop and Grind. Stop by Scoop and Grind today. Located on Highway 64, just 3 miles from the Grace Upper Campus.
I'll see you soon at Scoop and Grind.
Welcome back to Grace Game Day, as we're now ready for the start of the second quarter. Hyde Park with possession. Right wing three, banks it in. And it's now a 9-point lead for the Panthers. Loftus with the basketball. And goes to Gilmore, dangerously close to going out of bounds. Gilmore able to get back and recover. Missed shot, Hyde Park the rebound, and we're going to have a whistle. And that's going to be a foul against Lily Kennedy. Inbounded to number 13. Gilmore knocks that pass away. And Hyde Park tries to save it. They should have just let it go, but that's going to be a turnover on Hyde Park. Grace will take the ball. Hyde Park tried to save it when it was not necessary to save it, and she saved it out of bounds. And so Cougars basketball. Trailing 16-7 early in the second quarter. Grace looking to get back into this. They've had several passes that Hyde Park cut off the passing lane and was able to force a turnover. Loftus, corner three, no good. And that's going to be another rebound for Hyde Park, and she was spinning out of control, and that's a travel. Good call by the official to notice that there was not a foul that took place there. She was just spinning, trying to get away, and never put the ball to the floor. So that's a travel violation against Hyde Park. Grace will inbound. Goes to Loftus, now to Gilmore. Back to Loftus. Grace trying to find an open shot here. Hyde Park has been playing some pesky defense. They're sitting back and kind of forcing mistakes. Now an entry pass to J.C. Whitson off of her fingertips, a little bit too far, and it's going to be another turnover. And we're going to get a timeout called here. So we'll take it with them. We'll be back to Grace Game Day right after this.
You have cancer. Sure wasn't expecting that. Not with these two. But my team at Texas Oncology has been right there for me. They said my family is a huge part of my treatment plan. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Right here is where I want to be. I'll see you in the morning.
Welcome back to Grace Game Day. I'm Preston Proctor. Josh McElhaney will be arriving later on this afternoon in time for the boys' game this evening. But with me right now is Truett Hood, and he is helping me today running camera and doing a great, great job, and I appreciate the help. That's intercepted by Gilmore, and we're going to get a foul called. Truett, how old are you? 10? Truett is 10 years old, and he is running the camera like a boss. Appreciate the help so much. Cross court to Gilmore, to J.C. Whitson. Pump fake, goes back to Gilmore. Gilmore driving, puts it up, no good. And another rebound for Hyde Park. One of the things that has been kind of the story so far in the first half is that Grace is not getting multiple possessions at their end of the floor, and Hyde Park is getting multiple possessions. They're getting a lot of offensive rebounds, and so far Grace is really not getting any offensive rebounds. So most of the time down the floor, Hyde Park is getting multiple possessions and multiple attempts at the basket, and Grace is getting one. And that has been part of the difference of this game, is between turnovers and offensive rebounds, Hyde Park is creating more opportunities, and they're taking advantage of them, as that foul goes against Lily Kennedy. And a quick shot on the inbound and another offensive rebound off the miss. And Hyde Park just about throws it away, and they manage to get back to it, and their coach calls a timeout. That right there, that hustle and that quick timeout saved a possession. So 16-7, Grace trailing Hyde Park. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. It'll zoom in pretty close to him, won't it? So Hyde Park inbounds. Just once again, multiple opportunities, multiple chances in a possession, in a trip down the floor. Grace going to be looking to clean this up a little bit, clean up the turnovers, and find a way to get some rebounds. Nice closeout defense. That shot's no good. Gilmore the rebound, and she's off to the races, pushing the tempo up the floor, puts it up. She draws contact, and she's fouled. Gilmore's first free throw is good. And the second free throw good as well. Cuts it down to a 7-point game. As Page goes 2 for 2 at the line. Hyde Park bringing the ball up the floor. Baseline drive, puts it up, no good. J.C. Whitson the rebound. And passes off to Phillips. Phillips going to push the ball up the floor. Crosses the timeline, goes quickly to King. Now back to Phillips. Goes to the corner to Loftus. Grace working the ball quickly. King open for three. Oh, in and out. Offensive rebound attempt by J.C. Whitson. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Hyde Park. Grace keeps possession. .351 remaining in the half. And Grace trying to trim down this lead for Hyde Park. Inbound goes to Gilmore. She puts up the jumper. It's short. Loftus is there. Puts it up. She scores, and she's fouled. Nice job being aware right there. Loftus able to grab that shot. Went straight back up with it. Drew the contact. Was able to power through and get the shot. And the free throw is good, and it's now a 4-point ball game. 3:40 remaining in the half. shot from just off the free throw line. And Paige Gilmore, great job of saving it off of the Hyde Park player and forcing a turnover. Grace basketball. .324 remaining in the half. Grace has trimmed the lead from 9 down to 4. And looking to continue the run. Gilmore on the wing, puts the ball to the floor, passes off to Phillips at the top of the key. Now looking for Eva King all the way back to Gilmore. Grace patiently looking for the right shot. Now Loftus back to Phillips. Getting some motion here. Eva King sends it over to Gilmore. Now back to Loftus again. Grace just very methodical in this approach. They're not trying to force a shot right now. A chance to bring this down to a single possession game. Loftus, baseline drive, passes off to Phillips in the corner, and she saves it, but it's going to still go out of bounds. And it will be Hyde Park basketball. 2:28 remaining in the half. Long three, no good. Paige Gilmore the rebound. And we're going to get a foul called against number 12 for Hyde Park. She just got a little bit too aggressive going after Gilmore there, and the official blew the whistle. King goes to Loftus in the corner. Dangerous pass to Gilmore. She gets there. Long two, no good. And Grace almost able to corral an offensive rebound, but Hyde Park with the hustle gets there. And they'll reset now with number 13 in the front court. Just off the paint, puts the ball on the floor, picks up her dribble, turnaround jump shot is short, and Loftus gets the rebound. Loftus with the drive, puts up the jumper at the free throw line, no good. Kennedy the rebound, kicks to King. Now back to Loftus. Loftus driving again. And this time there's a foul on the floor. And I believe that puts Grace in the bonus. And yes, it does. So that is going to put Grace in the bonus. They go to the free throw line. First free throw, no good. Second free throw is good, and it is a one-possession game. So the lead has gone from 9 down to 3, as Grace has been on a little bit of a run here in the second quarter. Just over a minute remaining in the half. 13 on the drive, kicks, and a nice closeout by Kennedy. Great job on defense. Whitson breaks it up, hands it off. Here comes Gilmore. 60 seconds remaining in the half. Gilmore all the way in with the finger roll, and it's good. And that whole thing started with hustle defense from J.C. Whitson. 1 point game now. Number 13 just off the logo. Gilmore guarding her there. Spin move. Now a pass to number 10. She drives, puts up the shot off the backboard, and it's good. Back to a 3-point game. Gilmore coming up the floor. Loftus now back to King. Loftus back to King, to Gilmore. Now to Loftus, 5 seconds, and Grace throws it away. 2 seconds left on the clock, and that's going to give the ball back to Hyde Park. They've got time for a quick inbound, maybe a dribble or two, and then a shot. So she's going to just football throw it, and that's going to bring us to halftime. Your score at halftime, Hyde Park 18, Grace 15. We'll be back to Grace Game Day right after this.
Looking for a place to belong? At Hope Church, you'll find practical teaching, genuine community, and a fresh start each week. No perfect people required. Whether you're exploring faith or ready for your next step, there's a seat for you in person or online. Come as you are and leave encouraged. Start your week with hope. Visit yourhope.church.
All right, let's put that on. Welcome back to Grace Game Day. It's halftime. Grace trailing by 3 right now against Hyde Park. Round 2 of, round 2 of the district tournament. And so now we're fixing to get young Truett Hood on the microphone. All right. Truett, what'd you think of that first half?
I mean, we executed well, we tried hard, and we did all we could.
You know, I think they did execute well. There was a couple of moments there, Truett, where Grace was kind of forcing some passes, I think, and with forcing those passes, it resulted in some turnovers. Hyde Park was able to step in the passing lanes and intercept those passes. And then rebounding is something that Grace is going to want to work on right now as they try to figure out a solution for that in the locker room. And so, Truett, I mean, I think one of the big things right now is going to be to come out in the second half and close out better on rebounds, get position, and clean up those passes. But the offense started picking up there toward the end of the second half. And so it's a good game. It was a 9-point lead at one point. Grace has now trimmed it down to 3.
And there's Brook Hill versus Grace tonight at 6 if you want to come back and watch our guys play.
Yes, absolutely. We will be live. Grace playing Brook Hill, the boys, at 6 o'clock. And so we're going to be looking forward to that. That's going to be a fun one. And Truett is doing a great job running the camera today. Josh is not able to be here for this game. He's going to be traveling. He had meetings today that he wasn't able to get out of. And so now he's going to be traveling here to Waco here this afternoon. And he'll be here for the Brook Hill game. But I don't know. Truett's doing so good. We might just keep Truett around and see what we can do. Josh might be losing his job right now. I don't know.
So if you don't understand what happens is Brook Hill is going to play a home game in the playoffs. And the winner of this game plays Brook Hill to win the district tournament. But the loser of this game plays Austin Regents, and they play an away playoff game.
That's correct. That is correct. And so those games will be tomorrow. So after this game, the Grace girls will be done for the day, but they will be playing a game tomorrow. We just don't know yet if they're playing Regents or Brook Hill. And so we'll see. But it's all that just kind of depends on the outcome of this game, as Brook Hill was victorious over Regents in the game right before this one. So that does, as Truett just said, that puts Brook Hill in the championship round, and they are awaiting the winner of this game. And it's a 3-point game right now, Truett. It's anybody's game. Who you got in the second half? Tell me.
I mean, I'm not positive because early on we weren't getting rebounds, and they were hustling really well. But then at the end of the second half, then we started to pull it back and all of that. So I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. Now that's talking with reality. But now here's the question, Truett. Who do you want to win?
I have to want my Cougars to win
Absolutely. There's only one good answer to that question, and you got it right. You made 100, so great job there. But, yeah, this game's been a lot of fun, and Grace really has they've gotten better as the whole first half went. They just kept getting better and better, and so we want to see them continue to improve. What we'd love to see, Truett, is for Grace to come out and start really hot in the second half. Get those passes crisp, get the ball movement good on offense, close out on defense. They started clamping down on defense and limiting some of those shots. They're still giving up quite a few offensive rebounds, so you definitely want to see them be able to clean that up. So come out hot, move the ball, get baskets on offense, close out on defense, get the rebound, and hopefully we're going to see Grace coming out on top at the end of this game. All right, Truett, any final words before we go to a commercial break here?
Go Cougars.
Go Cougars. Took the words right out of my mouth. Truett, thank you for your help, buddy. You're doing a great job, and I appreciate it so much. We'll be back to Grace Game Day right after this.
Looking for a place to belong? At Hope Church, you'll find practical teaching, genuine community, and a fresh start each week. No perfect people required. Whether you're exploring faith or ready for your next step, there's a seat for you in person or online. Come as you are and leave encouraged. Start your week with hope. Visit yourhope.church.
You have cancer. Sure wasn't expecting that. Not with these two. But my team at Texas Oncology has been right there for me. They said my family is a huge part of my treatment plan. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Right here is where I want to be. I'll see you in the morning.
Welcome back to Grace Game Day.
Welcome back to Grace Game Day, as Truett is welcoming you back for the start of the second half. Grace trailing by 3 in a tightly contested first half, one that saw Grace get down by 10 early in the first half and then fight their way back here in the second quarter. And so now it's a 3-point game as we begin the third quarter of play. Gilmore gets the rebound, puts it up, and she scores.
I love how Gilmore followed her shot and got her own rebound and got the putback.
Absolutely. Great hustle play resulting in points, and it's a 1-point ball game now. Gilmore defending. Passed off to number 4. She hands it off to number 10. Gilmore with the block. Saves it back in, but Hyde Park's there to get it. Leaves for an open 3. It's off back iron, no good. Gilmore the rebound, pushing up the floor. Nice bounce pass to Loftus. No good at the basket. Hyde Park gets the rebound, and we're going to get a whistle, a foul on Macy Loftus. It's a great opportunity for Grace to take the lead. Loftus wishes she could have that one back for sure. Number 13 for Hyde Park. Fakes the three, and Grace gets the turnover. That was definitely a travel as she got caught in no man's land and drugged that foot. But Grace does come away with the turnover. It'll be Phillips at the top of the key. She goes to Gilmore on the wing right in front of the Grace bench. Now they work it back around to King. King goes to Phillips. Loftus, nice entry pass to Kennedy. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. So they're not going to take free throws on that one, a foul on the floor.
I realized that we've came out hungry to pass, and we're finding open people.
Yes. Yeah, and a nice entry pass. Gilmore misses it. Kennedy the rebound. It's blocked, and Hyde Park steps out of bounds as they get the rebound, so the possession stays with Grace. Truett, you're absolutely right. They've come out. They're moving the ball well, and they're getting some open looks at the basket. Phillips to inbound.
A 5-second violation.
Going to be a 5-second violation. So Grace turns it over, still trailing this game by 1. It's been a little bit since Grace had the lead. Matter of fact, I think, Truett, the last time that Grace led in this game was when it was 4-2. Number 13 with the drive, puts it up. Gilmore blocks it, and it's going to go out of bounds. It will be Hyde Park basketball, but Paige Gilmore with another block. Inbounds to a quick three. It's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. Grace basketball.
Good hustle by the player on Hyde Park, though.
She was going after it. Phillips going to bring the ball up the floor across the timeline for the Cougars. King cuts out to the top of the key. Goes to Loftus in the corner. Now back to King at the top. Grace, once again, just moving the ball around the perimeter, looking for that moment. Hyde Park did a great job closing out on Phillips there as she broke toward the block. Now Gilmore in the corner. She's going to go to the top of the key to Eva King. Kicks back to Gilmore. Was a little bit off on that pass. Caused her to have to move from her spot. And we're going to get a tie up there, jump ball, and it's going to go to Hyde Park. Number 13 brings the ball up the floor for Hyde Park. The Panthers nursing a 1-point lead. Grace has come back from being down as much as 9. And that's going to go out of bounds. Hyde Park keeps possession. Loftus intercepts the inbounds pass. Goes ahead to Phillips. Phillips driving. Passes off to Gilmore. Gilmore puts it up. What a play. Grace leads. How'd you like that behind the back stuff there?
Pretty flashy, but I'll take it.
I'll take it too. Grace leading 19-18 as we approach the halfway mark of the third quarter. Loftus intercepts another pass. Dumps it off for Gilmore. Gilmore for 3. Bang!
Timeout Hyde Park, I think.
Timeout Hyde Park. That shot forced them to stop what was going on as Grace is building momentum here in this second half. And so now with Grace leading, they've gone from being down by 9 to now leading by 4. Now, it wasn't all just a straight run, but at one point, Truett, it was 16-7 Hyde Park. It's now 22-18 Grace. And the energy in their huddle over there, you can tell they're feeling that momentum swing. And this is the moment where if you're Grace, you'd really love to just take this moment and run with it, extend the lead, and put a lot of pressure on Hyde Park.
And both teams really want this game. You can tell from all the hustle and stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They both want it. So Hyde Park will inbound. And official delay there for a moment, but now we're back to the action. Hyde Park will inbound and bring it up the floor. Number 13 driving, puts it up on the run. It's no good. Gilmore the rebound. Off to the races, ahead to Loftus. And it's out of bounds. It's going to be Hyde Park basketball. I like the aggression. I like the idea. Just not quite able to execute there.
But sometimes you don't want to go for the jackpots. You can just go for something simple.
You know, you're absolutely right. As Hyde Park takes a three there, it's an air ball. And Gilmore saves it into Loftus. Now ahead to King. Back to Loftus, all the way around to Gilmore. Gilmore thought about the three, passes it off. Now King goes back to Loftus. Gilmore looks at it. Now Loftus will take it from the top of the key. No good. And it's going to be with Grace basketball. Kennedy with great position there. Rebound goes out of bounds off Hyde Park. Grace keeps possession. Inbounded to J.C. Whitson at the top, or at the free throw line. Her shot's blocked, but Kennedy is there. No good, and Hyde Park comes away with it. Now Tempo up the floor. She steps into a long two and drills it. 2-point basketball game.
Our girls have came out boxing out a lot better than the first half.
Yes, they absolutely are. The offensive rebounds for Hyde Park are becoming fewer and farther between. So great job there by the Cougars to adjust on that and start getting some rebounds. Gilmore goes back to the top of the key to Loftus. Now to Phillips. Phillips back to Loftus. Loftus looking, goes back to Phillips. Grace just working, looking for that shot. They try to go to Whitson. It's tipped away, and it results in a turnover. And now we're going to get a whistle. It's going to go, I believe, against, yes, Riley Phillips is called for the foul. 22-20 is the score. 2:37 remaining in the half. Straight on three, no good. And that's going to go off of, they're calling it off of Riley Phillips. I sure thought that was going off of Hyde Park, but it's going to stay with Hyde Park. Phillips tips that away out of bounds. Nice hustle there.
I love our urgency to get the ball.
Gilmore almost got that one. And that foul is going to go against Eva King. Go ahead, Truitt.
2:20 left in the third.
Gilmore chips that pass away. It goes out of bounds. Hyde Park keeps possession, but they're struggling right now with that inbound. Get it into number 10. She drives, puts it up. They count the basket, and she's going to take a trip to the free throw line.
And Hyde Park retakes their lead.
Yep, that free throw puts Hyde Park back up by 1. Gilmore splits the double team in the backcourt all the way down the floor, puts it up. She's fouled.
This is like a game of like tug of war where it's going one way, then it's going the other.
Yeah, both teams battling for this. It's just a question of who's going to come out on top at the end. Gilmore misses the first free throw. And she makes the second one. We're tied up at 23. Great anticipation. King intercepts the pass. Ahead to Phillips. She puts it up, and it's good. Grace back in front. Top of the key for Hyde Park. Phillips guarding. And that's a tough basket. Nice shot there for number 10 for Hyde Park to tie this game up. Phillips ahead to Loftus. Loftus is going to go back to Phillips. Now across to Gilmore. Long cross-court pass to Loftus. Hands it off to Gilmore now. Back to Loftus. She takes the three. No good. It's short. Rebound Hyde Park. Deep three for Hyde Park. No good. Gilmore the rebound. Racing down the floor. Puts it up and scores. We're under a minute remaining in the third quarter. Grace back up by 2. Looks like a little bit of frustration with a couple of the Hyde Park players between one another. And another tough shot by number 10. Ties this game back up at 27. 20 seconds remaining in the third. It's kind of like watching two heavyweight boxers stand in the ring and just trade shots at one another, as these teams now go back and forth. 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. King in the corner. And she's going to throw it away. That leaves us with 3 seconds left in the third quarter. Hyde Park's got time to inbound it and get off a shot.
But they have had some problems with their inbounds recently.
They have. They have. Grace has been tightening up the clamps on them. So they get it in. Deep three from the logo. No good.
And that is the end of the third quarter.
So we're at the end of the third, and it is 27-all. We'll be back to Grace Game Day right after this.
Looking for a place to belong? At Hope Church, you'll find practical teaching, genuine community, and a fresh start each week. No perfect people required. Whether you're exploring faith or ready for your next step, there's a seat for you in person or online. Come as you are and leave encouraged. Start your week with hope. Visit yourhope.church.
Welcome back to Grace Game Day.
We're getting ready now for the start of the fourth quarter. I'm Preston Proctor. With me is young Truett Hood, doing a great job helping me today. He's running the camera for this game, but now not only that, he has put on the headset, provided some great commentary and thoughts during halftime, and he's provided some great insight on this game here in the second half. And we're now ready for the fourth quarter, all tied up at 27.
Cougar basketball to start the fourth.
So Grace will inbound. Loftus is going to do the honors. Inbounded to Gilmore, and we're underway for the start of the fourth. 27 all. The winner of this game will play Brook Hill in the championship game tomorrow, as Loftus gets tied up there, and the possession will go to Hyde Park.
Both teams have really hustled this game.
Yes, they have. Gilmore with great anticipation on the pass, all the way down to the other end. She lays it up and scores, and Grace regains the lead. Number 10, she's made a couple of really tough baskets around the baseline area. And we've got a whistle as we got bodies hitting the floor. That's going to be a foul against J.C. Whitson.
Earlier this year, when these two teams played, Hyde Park came out on top. But that doesn't say anything because today is a different day.
You're exactly right, Truett. Today is a different day. And I think this is a different Grace team than what we saw a few weeks ago. .7:10 remaining in the ball game. Grace up by 2. J.C. Whitson will inbound. She goes into Phillips. Grace looking to close this out after a little bit of a difficult first half. Really not even the whole first half. They started getting some things put together late in the second quarter, but the beginning of the game was tough for them, and they found themselves down by 9 at one point. And they clawed their way back, took the lead. Hyde Park is hanging around. Nobody's going away easy in this game. So Grace up by 2. Phillips looking at a double team, passes out to Gilmore. Nice pass down to Whitson. She puts it up, no good. Kennedy the rebound, no good. Hyde Park comes away with it. Pushing the ball up the floor. That's going to be a 3 from the left wing, no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. Grace basketball.
Both teams are all over the court right now. And you always love to see it.
Absolutely. Love to see hustle. Loftus checks back in for J.C. Whitson.
Hustle is one of the most important things from a coach.
It is. It is. And heart is one of those things you really can't teach. You can try, but at some point, the player just has to want it. And I think the players on the floor wearing jerseys for both teams really want this one. That's a turnover on the pass. Gilmore was looking underneath all the way down at the other end, and we're going to get a whistle. And I believe I didn't see a signal, making sure, no signal for a foul. It was just out of bounds. So a nice block by Loftus hustling down at the other end. And Grace calls timeout. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back to Grace Game Day right after this.
Need a boost before school? Or a sweet treat to celebrate the big game? Or a great grade on a test? Brewed fresh, poured bold. Lattes, cold brew, espresso, and more. 2 legendary names, 1 sweet shop. Bluebell plus Tillamook equals scoop and grind magic. More than a shop, it's your local hangout. Great coffee, amazing ice cream, even better company. Win or lose, celebrate with a scoop. Game days taste better at Scoop and Grind. Stop by Scoop and Grind today. Located on Highway 64, just 3 miles from the Grace Upper Campus.
I'll see you soon at Scoop and Grind.
Welcome back to Grace Game Day as we are in Pam and Steve Wilson Gymnasium.
Live on the campus of Live Oak, home of the Falcons. Beautiful facility here, home of the district tournament. Gilmore got a finger on that. That's another block for her. Phillips comes away with it. goes to Phillips. Bounce pass back to Gilmore. She splits the teams all the way to the basket and draws the foul.
That's impressive how she can just split double teams like that.
Yes, it is. Did I spell that right, Truett?
E instead of Y.
Gilmore's first free throw is good. And she makes them both. 4-point lead for the Cougars. Hyde Park throws it. Tipped away and stolen by Loftus all the way to the other end. She misses the layup. And she was the first to touch it after going out of bounds, so it's going to go back to Hyde Park. Great anticipation on that pass from Loftus to get there. Deep three. It's good. Man, I'll tell you, number 10 for Hyde Park has hit some big shots in this game, and that was a big one right there to draw it down to a 1-point game. (31-30). Phillips. Bounce pass to King. Nice move. Drives all the way. No good. Gets her own rebound. It's tipped away. Hyde Park comes away with it.
Number 10, step back three. No good.
So no good there. Another offensive rebound for Hyde Park. Phillips came close to getting that. Goes to number 13. Quick release for three. No good. And another offensive rebound. Timeout, Hyde Park. 3:55 remaining in the ball game. Grace by 1. We're going to be back right after this.
Looking for a place to belong? At Hope Church, you'll find practical teaching, genuine community, and a fresh start each week. No perfect people required. Whether you're exploring faith or ready for your next step, there's a seat for you in person or online. Come as you are and leave encouraged. Start your week with hope. Visit yourhope.church.
Welcome back to Grace Game Day. I'm Preston Proctor. With me is Truett Hood, and we are live at Live Oak Classical. It's round 2 of the district tournament, and the Grace Lady Cougars are in a battle right now with Hyde Park. The winner of this one goes to the championship game against Brook Hill tomorrow, and right now Grace is leading by 1 with 3:55 remaining in this game. Hyde Park is about to inbound it, and we're in for a thrilling finish here.
Not sure, but I feel like number 10's played the whole game for them.
I wouldn't be surprised, and she's made some big shots, a couple of highly contested shots close to the paint, and then she made a big-time three to bring this down to a 31-30 ball game. And Gilmore takes it away. Racing to the other end, she scores. Back to a 3-point lead for the Cougars. Jump shot is good. 1-point game, number 5 for Hyde Park. Came a few steps inside the 3-point line and drilled the shot. Gilmore driving. Nice pick from Loftus. That shot is up. It's no good. And it's going to be Hyde Park basketball.
Gilmore wanting a foul. Nothing called though.
Yeah, there was contact. I think it definitely could have been. But it's no call, and so it's Hyde Park basketball. Here they come. Number 10 with the basketball again. Great defense from Riley Phillips. She puts up the shot, no good. And that is out of bounds. They call it off of Grace, so Hyde Park keeps possession.
There's been a lot of those where both teams are fighting for the ball, and it's gone out of bounds. But that just shows how both teams want it.
Absolutely. And we get a foul called against Riley Phillips. .232 remaining in the game. Grace up by 1. Gilmore gets her hand on that inbound pass. Floater from just inside the free throw line. It's good. Hyde Park leads by 1. Now Gilmore goes to Phillips. Phillips to Loftus. Loftus driving, puts it up, no good. Hyde Park the rebound. Two minutes remaining in this ball game. And Grace takes it away. Gilmore, and she slips on the floor. Just completely lost her footing there. And so now we've got a timeout. 1:52 remaining in this ball game. We'll be back right after this.
You have cancer. Sure wasn't expecting that. Not with these two. But my team at Texas Oncology has been right there for me. They said my family is a huge part of my treatment plan. I want to be. I'll see you in the morning.
Welcome back to Grace Game Day. We've got a nail biter here in round 2 of the district tournament. Grace and Hyde Park locked in. Hyde Park up 34-33 with 1:52 remaining. These two teams fighting for the right to play in the championship round tomorrow against Brook Hill.
Whoever loses this game, this is going to be a bumming loss because both teams, you can tell, they've really hustled.
You're absolutely right, Truitt. That's Paige Gilmore tipping that ball out of bounds. Hyde Park keeps possession. And this time, Paige gets to the pass, but her momentum was carrying her out of bounds. 1:39 remaining. Inbound goes to number 10. She drives all the way, puts it up with the left hand, no good. Rebounded by Riley Phillips, and they call a jump ball. That goes to Grace. 1:32 left as J.C. Whitson will now inbound. Ahead to Loftus. Loftus back to Phillips. Phillips' pass is intercepted by number 10. She's going to run all the way to the other end. And Loftus gets back there and fouls her. The shot's no good. That's a good foul there.
But a dangerous foul.
Yes. Yes, it is. But I like the foul there to make them earn it at the free throw line. She does make the first. 2-point lead for Hyde Park. And she makes them both. It's a 3-point game. Loftus inbounds to Riley Phillips. The tension has fully mounted in this gym. Gilmore to Whitson. Now Whitson back to Gilmore. Phillips as we go under 1 minute remaining, and that's another pass tipped away.
But it'll stay with Grace. Delay for a shoe tie, maybe?
Inbounded to Phillips. Grace needs to watch that. That's twice that she's jumped the passing lane in consecutive possessions, and she knocks another pass away. Inbounded to Phillips, 48 seconds. King for three, no good. Gilmore the rebound. And we get a whistle for traveling. So it's going to stay with Grace. Gilmore was trying to draw the foul. There was contact on that shot. Inbounded to King. And that pass to Gilmore is knocked out of bounds. Hyde Park jumping the passing lanes right now. Grace keeps possession. 37 seconds remaining. Grace down by 3. Gilmore to Phillips. Now back to Gilmore. Loftus back to Gilmore again. Gilmore in the front court, guarded by number 4. Goes to Loftus on the wing. Back to Gilmore. Now she dribbles, looks for King. Open for 3. And it's short. Rebounded by Hyde Park.
Jump ball, maybe? Jump ball.
Do get a jump ball. It's going to go to Hyde Park on possession. 15 seconds remaining. And we get a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this.
Need a boost before school? Or a sweet treat to celebrate the big game? Or a great grade on a test? Brewed fresh, poured bold. Lattes, cold brew, espresso, and more. 2 legendary names, 1 sweet shop. Bluebell plus Tillamook equals scoop and grind magic. More than a shop, it's your local hangout. Great coffee, amazing ice cream, even better company. Win or lose, celebrate with a scoop. Game days taste better at Scoop and Grind. Stop by Scoop and Grind today. Located on Highway 64, just 3 miles from the Grace Upper Campus.
I'll see you soon at Scoop and Grind.
Welcome back to Grace Game Day.
15 seconds remaining. Grace down by 3. Hyde Park to inbound. And they get the ball in. Long pass down the floor. And right now they're just playing keep away. Loftus with the foul. 9 seconds remaining. So now on the next foul, it will send Hyde Park to the free throw line.
And they probably want to get to the ball to number 10.
If I'm Hyde Park, that's who I'm looking for. Very close to coming away with it on the inbound there, and it looks like time's about to just run out. Whitson finally is able to get the foul.
1.8 seconds left.
So that really now Grace finds himself in a tough spot. Even if she misses both free throws, Grace would essentially have to make a full court shot.
Or I'm not sure if you advance the ball if you call timeout.
She does make it, and so essentially that makes it now a 2-possession game.
Which this game is probably over by now.
Yeah, that's going to make it tough.
Unless you get like an and 1 3-pointer or something.
She makes them both.
And you might as well just run out the clock.
And the inbound is off of the hands of Loftus, out of bounds. So Hyde Park will now inbound it with 1 second left. And that'll do it. So Grace falls to Hyde Park 38-33 in round 2 of the district tournament.
Plumbing game for the Cougars because we came out, we fought hard, we tried to come out, but they just got us at the end. But a well-deserved win from Hyde Park.
Yeah, absolutely. They earned every bit of that win. Grace came out, made some great adjustments at halftime, and really played a great third quarter. The third quarter, they played a really, really solid Grace brand of basketball, and but it just got away from them in the fourth. That's a loss right there that's going to sting, but those are also the kind of losses that'll teach you some things. And so now Grace will play tomorrow against Austin Regents, and that game is going to be, I believe that game is going to be at 11 a.m. tomorrow, but I'm not entirely certain about that, Truett. I'm just not really sure. I think it's at 11 a.m. But Grace will play Austin Regents for the opportunity to get third place in this tournament. Hyde Park is going to move on to play Brook Hill tomorrow in the championship game. And so now Grace game day is going to be back tonight at 6 p.m. as Grace takes on Brook Hill, the boys semifinal in round 2. So we'll be back for that game. That game tips off at 6 p.m., and so we'll look forward to seeing you then. I'm Preston Proctor, and with me, Truett Hood. Truett, thank you so much for a job well done, sir. Thank you for your help today. So very much appreciated. You got any final words to leave us with before we sign off?
Let's go beat Brook Hill tonight, and let's beat Regents tomorrow.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I'm Preston Proctor, with me, Truett Hood. Thanks for tuning in to Grace Game Day for round 2 of the TAPS District Tournament. And until this evening for the boys game at 6 p.m., so long, everybody.